Hopefully everyone's doing well, feeling well. Hey, how do I sound, by the way? How are things sounding for you guys? I got a new audio interface not too long ago, and I figured it was time to tweak the filters and readjust them for this different audio interface. So I did some modifying. I did a new set of filters calibrating. Crispy as usual. It should be a little bit different. I compared them. I think my other settings on this interface made me sound a little bit too artificial in a weird way. Changed out the EQ, use a different noise suppression option. Perhaps the low end is louder than usual. That's interesting because I feel like I lowered the low end. If anything, what I notice is like it really varies based on heavily where I'm positioned with the mic. So I'm kind of in the mic's grill. I noticed it was a lot more like bass boosted because I actually have less EQ on the low for this setting. Audio is hard, man. Audio is the hardest part about streaming. But I also, you know, I tweaked it so that I could speak more quietly and have it still be amplified with the expander to an appropriate volume. But I can also get louder. And there's a compressor and a limiter preventing things from exploding your eardrums. May I ask how you do the on-screen chat and the layout? It's an OBS browser plugin. I don't even remember which one I use. I mean, if you Google it, you'll find out. This is ancient technology. I don't even see... Oh, here it is. I use Streamlabs. Streamlabs chat box overlay. That is what I use. Hello, YouTube. Are we live on YouTube? Anyone there? I'm reaching out into the void.
Online versus.
Turn this up so I can hear something. Hello, YouTube. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so we are going to play a little bit of Street Fighter 6 today, but I do have a special segment planned for later on for 2XKO. We'll have a guest on the stream today. Should be a fun segment. So we're going to get into that as well. Oh my god, I remembered us. I pay attention to you guys. I know what's going on. I pay attention to YouTube, especially when you like the stream. Oh man, y'all should have never told me that you can shill for likes and get the stream to blow up. You should have never told me. How much for Brian to shave his head? See, this is why I actually don't pay attention to YouTube. Okay, so last time I was playing Street Fighter 6 ranked, I did say legend or die because it was the ranked reset, and I failed that goal. But then I grinded to legend off stream, but now I lost it. The next day, in between work meetings, I played a few ranked games and just won them all and got to legend. Looks like I'm out of reach again. Let's see if we can chase some legend for a little bit today. Looks like I'm like 20 MR off of breaking legend again. So let's see. Let's see what we can do for a little bit. And then we'll get into some shenanigans with 2XKO that I've been meaning to explore. Did we learn that from Punk? Chat told me that. I don't know. I guess it's a thing. I don't really pay attention to YouTube streaming myself too much. Gotta warm up the fingers. So Alex is in how many days now? It's on March 17th, right? So a month and 1 week. That's coming up. I'm excited to play him. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. A fun challenge. Brian, question if that's okay with you. All right. It's okay with me. Question answered. Glad I could help. Another satisfied chatter.
Fighting master.
All in a day's work. Don't gotta thank me. All right, for real. How do you deal with when you feel like you've hit a plateau and don't know how to improve? You have a really depressive episode because you made your entire self-worth based around how you perform in a video game and just lose your mind. Whoa! Okay. That could have been bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Give it up for Brian. Yeah. Okay, Brian. I see. Okay.
I missed my DP. I will take that. Thank you. What up, Danny? Pecking O with the 5 months was good. Thanks for the resub. I do appreciate that. I should consider not whiffing. Nice reaction. Footsies? Can it be? Brian F playing footsies? Since when did that happen? Oh God! A nice stand light kick. I dropped the combo. Ah, could have killed there. Yeah, I've gotten a lot more consistent at the side switch. I'm happy about that. Oh, I'm dropping all my basic cancels now, though. Oh! He would be dead if I didn't suck. It's like I'm watching my own YouTube video. This playlist is from Double A's collection to fix my broken hard drive, causing me to lose all my music. And I feel like I'm watching my own YouTube videos. Legend! Okay, hold up. See, I did it on stream. Why couldn't I do that when I tried to do it the first time? Told you. Told you. Carried by offline. This game is really tough for me to stream. It's so hard for me to beat offensive ham players consistently and like not lose, and then having to like throw myself back into the ranked grind on stream is definitely a lot harder in this game than it was in 5, both for the game mechanics and the ranked mode. Femshep. Nice punish. Walk in and getting put on Twitter. Listen, I'm used to getting clipped. It's a way of life. I think that's dead. Nice. I actually don't know the frame data on that. I should have gone level 2 here. Ooh. Oh! Close one.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, GG Femshep. GG's. Yeah, Modern Marissa doesn't have her her basic stand heavy kick, which is definitely a massive nerf. Like, that stand heavy kick is an equalizer. It doesn't matter how much of a life lead you have versus Marissa. If she just taps stand heavy kick, you explode and die. Oh, God. Oh, a whip? was expecting command grab. Oh, he dropped? Okay, hold on. Did he try? Was that an attempt at like a random stagger level 1? It would have worked maybe. Oh god. It's so hard to play around a whiff dive kick. Like it's like a spacing trap tool. I hate how JB Dry Rush is just so annoying, man. All right, streak versus streak. Got mine. Alright, let's see if I can keep it. Ah! I'm trying so hard! Nice driver ship there. Oh man, I was plus there, but my jab just whiffed. I could not continue my pressure. That's probably Rip Streak. Yeah, you got me.
Come on. It's time to train.
Early Legend, guys, just so you know, Legend is early. Early Legend is easy because the rank inflation hasn't gone insane where all the points go to Japan. It's almost impossible to get Legend if you're outside of the Japan. There's just not enough points. Dude, that is fucking crazy. Can I not hit you? Jamie is nutty. It should be per region. Yeah, there should be some sort of region tracking because it leads to like really skewed views on performance and level and all that. Why can't I hit you? Did I just do a backwards burn kick? Alright, GG's. Close one. Close one. What up, Shazzy? I think Capcom knows Japan benefits the most, so they keep it. You know, if it's the other way around, though, I don't know if they would do anything about it. I don't think... It's just not that big a deal. Like, let's be real here. Us... pretty good, but not Punk dual Kevin level players in North America who can't get Legend because there's not enough points for us to get it. Like, we don't matter. It's not that big of a deal. There, in case you guys aren't aware, there's many players on the planet who are fully capable and would theoretically be ranked top 500 in the world if they had a, say everybody in the planet had a perfect connection with each other and was all actually in a real ranked region together. There would be many players who don't have Legend, who can't get it, would actually end up getting it from many regions in the world because they just simply do not have access to the point economy that the Japan players have, because all the master rank players on the planet are in Japan. So Japan incurs this massive rank inflation much faster than other regions. And as a result, you sometimes just cannot get ranked Legend unless you live in Japan with access to all those points. But does that really matter? It's like not that big a deal, dude, whatever. Hurts your feelings a little bit. Will this guy do something besides block? Hey, babe. Oi. I'm playing Sea Viper. That's Manon, the opponent. Yeah. Manon. Not Manat. No, sorry. Your main is not in the game. Huh? Yeah, Sea Viper's the new character that I play. You gotta catch up on my YouTube. You're behind on the times. Yeah, see Viper. I'll be there in a minute. My wife doesn't watch my YouTube videos, confirmed. Oh, I went too ham there, but I'm happy I converted that. I'm getting a lot better at hit confirming the one-hit size to a drive rush pickup, but I spent too much bar on it. Does she know anything about Street Fighter? What I've taught her. This guy blocks so much, it's crazy. I don't think I've played someone who blocks that much. She's not even subbed? No, she's subbed. She would leave my YouTube videos playing to, like, rack up the views and ad revenue, and I was like, babe, you don't have to do that. Like, I was like, that's not gonna... It doesn't really work that way. And if anything, like, if you try to game the system like that, it actually sometimes ends up hurting your videos, because if people force watch your stuff but don't actually engage with it and don't click on your videos consistently, it ends up making that it lowers your click-through rate and engagement time, and it makes YouTube overall be confused about what audiences to send your video to, and like stops recommending it. Yeah, it is cute, but I was like, you're actually probably doing potentially more harm than good. Ariel. Whoa, did I? That would have been crazy. I accidentally did focus force. Imagine if that worked, though. Turning off all your ops videos after 30 seconds to nuke them in the algo? It might work. Oh, I could have fucking DI'd. That would have been crazy. Nice.
Bitch, I live in a fucking trash can.
Playing kind of clean right now. RICK with the 44, thank you. 4 years worth of subbing? Don't do the math, man. I don't want to hear that. Keep messing up my combo conversion, though. Ah, nice perfect parry. The crazy part is I was buffering level 1 that whole time, and then I was like, ah, nah, there's no way. Why is far drive rush overhead so fucking powerful? Gotta spend it. Attack the drive gauge. I got to like 1810 off stream. Please drop. Okay. Please drop. He was teasing me with that. He was giving more drop opportunities. I thought I had the whiff punish on the neutral jump. No DP? Oh, man. I play too much. Nice button placement. I missed. That was reversal level 1. I'm just bad, unfortunately. Oh, I'm GG'd. All right. Good stuff, man. Missed my reversal level 1. I hate that I do that still. It's been how many years on Leverless, and I still just, I just missed reversal supers all the time. I get counter hit. He did the drive rush, and I reacted to it with level 1, and I got counter hit. It would have turned the whole momentum. Still feel like I'd be better at supers on stick overall. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, people are starting to get pretty good at perfect pairing the burn kick follow-up. Thank you. Hey. Terry Wolf, the 4 months, thank you. Woo! Nice, nice, nice. Good awareness. That was wake up level 1 again. When will this end, my friend? I'm dead. Unless he's greedy. Okay, after back throw, don't do light seismo. Do medium seismo. That was weird. Oh, sweet. Dooku TTV with the 18. What's up, man? Appreciate that. Whatsies? I try to do jab jab level 2, but I missed it. Once again, bad supers. Ah, nice anti-airs. Oh my god! Who am I today? Have I just become punk overnight? What is happening? What is happening? I felt like it's a legend rank and suddenly starts playing good. I blocked the entire level 2 and hit confirm to the level 3. What is happening here? Yeah, don't let Unk get a little legend buff. You have been challenged.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
What? Oh, nice. They jumps. Little spooky, but okay. I'll take it.
Viper win. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, I'm whiffing. Why didn't I kill you? Okay. Not the cleanest. Not the cleanest. Well, that combos. Interesting. Oh, they got through? Okay, GG's, GG's. Okay, give me a minute here, guys. We do have a special segment plan coming up. Should be fun. So let me take a quick break, and then let me get this all prepped. 1 second here. Song name? No More Heroes 2, Desperate Struggle OST, Philistine, Japan version. That's what I think. What up, Mikey D? Luffy, when you do crouching medium kick jump cancels, do you need to go back to neutral first before starting the jump cancel? They seem so finicky. Yeah, so like from crouching medium kick, you need to press medium kick while crouching, let go, go back to neutral, and then do a jump cancel from down up. So you need to be down plus MK, let go, down up. So I like tap it basically. You have to practice that a lot. That was maybe the hardest, one of the hardest things for me to learn with Viper was crouching MK jump cancel. Very unintuitive. Okay, guys, give me a few minutes, and then we're gonna have a special guest on the stream. Should be fun. BRB. Okay, what did I miss? Gatorland second place champ, Brain F. Come on, man, I got a first place or two. That second place meant a lot more to me, though. One of those first places was important. All right, we're booting up here. By the way, anyone in the chat order the merch? I got the BrianF.shop merch on myself here. Someone in the chat before said they finally got their merch in, so I would assume that maybe someone else in the chat would have purchased it. I'm excited to see that the merch is actually getting delivered. You selling the Kimberly figurine? Her legs are broken, literally. Ordered a mug. It's shipped now. Nice. Which mug did you get? Do they ship internationally? I'm sorry. People ask me that every stream, and I never know. I don't know. You can check out at !merch, BrianF.shop. I'm sorry. I haven't had a chance to check it out. All right. I'm setting up here, guys. Let me get this all ready to go. We're going to have a very special guest with us today. Should be fun. We got Meshuggah and Bleed coming up. Not quite. Not quite. All right, let's get this going here. So over the weekend, you might have been tuned into Frosty Faustings. I really enjoyed this major, and 2XKO was the one of the headlining tournaments at this event here, and for good reason, because this 2XKO tournament had $50,000 in pricing at it, and it actually had a really fun top 8. A lot of good storylines coming out of this top 8. Things like Sonic Fox and Inzum as a duo going up in this bracket, getting a 5th place finish. It was funny to watch two people go up against one and see that dynamic live on stage. Of course, we have Bleed, 16 years old, first ever offline major, taking the grand prize with this Ekko and Alawi. But to be honest, I think the main takeaway, one of the main things that people might have noticed was this guy right here. The insanity that Ekko can bring to 2XKO. And if you're anything like me, you might have been watching certain parts of this top 8 and saw sequences like this and wondered what the hell was going on.
It's so hard to even visually confirm what's happening in the moment there as we get the limit strike into the lob.
And there's the parry, goes mid afterwards, and Ekko's in a bad spot here. How do you save him even from chip? This is going to be a big factor here. Ekko just gets chipped out. No.
So aside from my camera obviously blocking half of what's going on screen, what is happening when Ekko is on screen doing his install and going ham? What is going on there? And this was a big part of the top 8 as there was this edit going around on Twitter where they compiled every single install Oki situation, I think from just Supernoon versus Bleed. This is a full minute and 38 seconds of a compilation of every time they did the knockdown into the lob, into this super install. And it doesn't even show the consequences, which is insane mix, chase down on the tech rolls, combo conversions, and all sorts of offensive nonsense. So watching this, I'm like, what do you do about this? What is the counterplay? You just have to take this. What is going on with this Ekko install? And so you know what I figured? Who better to break down exactly the depths of degeneracy that 2XKO can offer and how ham and offensive and messed up Ekko can get than the man himself. On stream today, we're going to be welcoming Evo finalist, multi-fighting game champion, and Frosty Fausting second place, and the man to single-handedly revive Evil Genius's fighting game division, we're bringing onto the stream today EG Supernoon to break down exactly how degenerate 2xKO can get so that you and I can both understand what's going on, what the hell is happening with this game, so the next time you watch a 2xKO top 8, you can be better informed at the level of mix and defense and offense these players are putting up. So let's go ahead and get Supernoon on the call here.
Hello, hello.
What's good? What up, Noon?
Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Doing very good, man. How are you doing? I don't know. Did you catch my promo I cut for you?
I did. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. I can't complain.
Okay, thank you. I was trying to do you justice. You know what I'm saying? We got the man who revived evil geniuses. You're a hero to me for that one. I don't know if you know that.
Dude, yeah. Like, talking to people at Frosty was pretty crazy because it's like I got into fighting games with like Evil Geniuses, SF4 and stuff like that. And then now I'm playing for them. So it's pretty awesome. I can't lie.
Yeah, dude. It's a full circle moment. Yeah, I was an Evil Geniuses fanboy back in the day too, of course. So it's awesome to see you keeping that alive. And congrats on second place at Frosty's. I know you would have preferred to take home the gold, but you and Bleed put on like an incredible set. So how you feeling after that tournament?
Yeah, it was good. Honestly, I think like this is the first time I've lost, and I kind of didn't care about it. Like not in like a weird like melancholy way. It's like I just want to go home and play and like win the next one kind of thing, you know?
Hell yeah, man. Motivated after that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I hit you up though, because I broke it down a little bit for you because to a very low level 2xKO player like myself and to a lot of people watching, there was a lot of Ekko shenanigans going on. And what I figured would be cool for my own understanding and maybe to help like be a little bit of a guide for people watching the game, I want you to show me how busted this can get, just how messed up this can get, and also to go into because that grand finals with you and Bleed, you guys were going insane with the mix, the tagging, the awareness, the conversions, and it can be super overwhelming. So, what do you think? Can you break down the science behind it all?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's like pretty hard to understand. I think it's just like a lot of things happening pretty fast, and like how whoever takes it in better is gonna like win. But yeah, I think especially for my team, it's like pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a lot of like things that visually look weird, but once you like understand the options, it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's pretty different from any other fighting game, to be honest.
Cool. Okay, why don't we like get into training mode instead of all that? Let's get the setup going here. How do we do that?
You can add me. That's probably easy, and then I can invite you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think I know how to do that.
Yeah, you just like open the menu, and then here I'll give you my thingy in Discord.
Okay. Are you streaming right now?
I am.
Here, do you want to do like a share stream or what?
Oh, it's like the string together thingy.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm down. Would you like me to invite you to
that? Sure. If you got the link, let's do it. Let's set it up.
Got you. I just have like the button. Let me see. Let's see. Invite guests.
And I think I added you on.
Yeah, I got it.
On right. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put the link in Discord as well. Bang. Okay. Let me accept this.
Let's do it.
Invite. Let's see.
Okay. Do you have a... Here, you want to do share chat?
Sure, I'm down.
Yeah, let's set it up. We can see if the chats play nice.
Okay, let's see. Bang. Okie dokie. Let me invite you. Wait.
Are we sharing? Can the chat say hello? Can you guys the Brian F chatters and the Noon chatters play nice? Okay, there it goes.
There we go.
You got a name for your viewers?
My chat?
Yeah, you got
okay, it's been a while since I like have streamed like heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like before the word goon was like weird. So it's like super goons, you know. So it's been a while. I haven't updated that. I should probably get around to doing that sometime. But
Welcome, Super Goons, to the chat. We're so happy to have you in the dumpster. Nothing like having the Super Goons in the dumpster over here. Beautiful.
Yeah,
It
there we
was
go.
meant to be.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right.
Makes sense.
Actually, you got to resend that invite. I missed it.
I got you. Yeah, no worries. Right.
Let's see. Can I thought I accepted it.
Oh, is it like a little buggy? Let's see. You can try inviting me to like a private lobby. It's a little buggy sometimes. Or, yeah, let me try accepting it. Let's see.
Let's see what you
Okay, there we go. I'm in.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, we can go to training mode over here.
Let's do it.
All right.
So before we get into it, can you break down a little bit of like why you chose your team? You do what is your team and why did you choose it? Yeah.
Yeah. So basically the
are we in the same team?
Oh yeah, we can just like back out. You just let it time out, then we can swap. So basically the idea behind this team is Darius, he's pretty straightforward, right? I think he's kind of like this game's Shoto, basically. Like he's dude, he has very solid normals, very big normals you just push, and that is his whole neutral. And if he hits you, he does hella damage. His block strings are really simple. His pressure is really simple. Just very, very like fundamental. Like he is very much a character of like he is as good as you are, and like he really rewards you for that. But the thing that makes him really cheap are his assists, right? So his forward assist, it's like 19 frames or something when it makes contact. So it's pretty fast, and if it hits you, it's it's a big lariat. Those are always good, and wall bounce and does a lot of damage. But the real juice is kind of like his back assist. So the reason why that's really cheap is because basically if you block it, it disables all defensive mechanics, and that's pretty crazy.
Interesting. Why does back assist being the apprehend, like the hook that he pulls you in?
Yeah.
Okay. And so
it's
basically,
to do that. Yeah.
His assist helps enable Ekko going ham. Like, is that
pretty much? Yeah. So like,
okay.
Yeah. So like, if I like know I'm gonna make contact, I call that assist, and then there's kind of no counterplay to you blocking the hook, right? Like you have to take the very next thing coming. So that's kind of like the methodology of it starting is like, I'm gonna just kind of like max it out, doing stuff like that all the time. Like there's a lot of like if you just block, like the first like rendition we playing this team was just a lot of like doing this and then just doing stuff, right? Stuff like that, or like this.
Okay.
Yeah, just stuff like that. But the more I played, it's like I can make this even like more simple and like stronger, right? So it's kind of like the win condition kind of became, okay, I'm gonna use this in neutral. So like if you get hit by this, right, it's like bang, and I like can miss the hit confirm, I can run up, I can do stuff like that, like I missed it, cool.
Oh, you still get a pickup. Okay.
Yeah, and still get like a combo and stuff like that. So
interesting.
It's funny because this assist is really strong, but I kind of strayed away from using it a lot in favor of an assist like this, because basically if you block, right? So if you block this, you kind of get close up and you get to do crazy stuff like that, right?
That's crazy. It's kind of I'd like to roll it back a little bit because even just that basic sequence, like the one you did with the apprehend, where you set up I call it the sandwich. I don't know what else people call it, where you sandwich between and then you start tagging back and forth. Like that alone already is kind of nuts to most people. So, and I that ties into rather your freestyle fuse, right? Because that allows you an extra tag so you can go swap back and forth. So can you like break down a little bit about like what you're doing to set up the sandwich and then the layers there and why it's so good?
Yeah, so a mix-up, kind of as simple as like, all right, we're playing neutral, right? And then ID something like this. And then now, Ekko, so pretty much what I did was, you make contact, call sys, right? Very basic like tag game thing. And then after, I use the plus frames I have from doing something like this. Ekko has a roll-through move, right? So I just keep the block string up with like hitting a normal, and then canceling into down forward SC, which is his roll.
Okay.
And then basically what that does is, because I called my assist, roll through, or something like this, right? And now you're sandwiched, and you can just, oh, a little lag. I can just like tag back, right? Oops, crossed you up. So
Yeah, I got mixed.
Right? Yeah, scenario something like this, and because I'm playing freestyle, you get 2 tags, right? So then we get to like do something crazy, and there's a lot of layers that you can do from there, right? So an example of that is like if I were to just do, something like this, through, oops, messed up, bang, and then Darius has an overhead, tag back, confirm, right? And then like I can control if I want this to be left, right with like the tag, mess around, and then like go low, confirm. I can even do something like
Whoa.
tag back
So,
to throw,
wait,
right?
hold on. What happened there on the throw?
Yeah, so you block, right?
Uh-huh.
And because I can like, it's basically just like a tick throw, and then I can just tag back on like successful throw hit, and then combo with Ekko.
So
using the
instead of
second freestyle
continuing the block string with Darius, you're just
tag.
stopping short using that block stone to set up a tick throw instead, with all
Yeah,
that
exactly.
visual clutter on the screen, and then you're able to convert from that because you can tag back into Ekko to convert.
Yep, exactly.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so like even something really big, like if you just block, like so I could just do something like this is like something more advanced, right? I'm using like 7 different mechanics there, but yeah, like it can get pretty crazy. So in the most like basic way, right? Just doing something, having the assist out on the screen, tagging, and then doing any string with you in between, like in that sandwich, creates like the best win, like the best like case scenario for like to get a hit, right? So basically, my team's like best win condition. It's a bit lightly, so
And that is like fairly unique to freestyle. Like almost any freeze can set up a sandwich, but the fact that you get like an extra mix and extra conversion possibilities seems like that's unique to freestyle, right? Because even after you swap once, you can still set up a tick throw and still get a combo conversion. Like that's not normal. You can't do that without freestyle, right? And you get an extra opportunity for a mix, whereas other teams, if you just have double down or whatever, you get 1 chance. But this team, you get 2. It seems like, or with this,
exactly. So it's like you definitely get to push your advantage state a lot further because of that extra tag. Where it's like it's also like character dependent, right? Because if I was playing something like Ekko Yasuo, I don't have to do anything crazy. I could just call Yasuo assist and then you're sandwiched, right?
Right.
Like this, there's like a little bit of finessing with like trying to get Ekko behind and some other stuff like that. But yeah, because I'm playing freestyle, it lets me take those extra turns to be able to do, things like, stuff like this, and then just like keep it going, right?
And while that's going on, like, because you are supposed to block away from the point character, there's multiple layers for mix because you can just tag out and fake people out. Like, say, like, you were going for that Darius overhead, right? I'm looking to block one side for the overhead, and then you could just tag back before the overhead hits and hit on the different side, right? Like, even though...
Yeah, exactly.
So it becomes, instead of a high-low mix, it becomes a left-right mix.
Exactly, yeah. It just becomes like... that in that case, it's like reaction check. So it's like, all right, are you looking at the screen? Can you react to what's going on? Right? With something like that.
That's
but
hard.
even then, yeah, it's really hard to remember.
That's hard, man.
It takes a lot of
that.
Yeah,
And that was
it takes a lot of
difficult.
self-control. Because it's like, you have to remember, in this game, right? Overhead and low attacks, they keep their overhead and low properties, but the moment you tag them out, they lose it and it becomes a mid, right?
Right.
So you can block low here. I'm going to tag. So you can just block that low. Yeah.
Right.
So right, I call my assist, just block low.
Right.
So you can block that low, right? So, but yeah, it just takes a lot of like self-control to like, that that's an overhead normally. So you stand up on the tag, I go low. It's just like a big reaction check. It's like, okay, do you have the know-withal to like not hold back, right?
Right. But it's also like just even keeping up with the who is the point character at that moment. Like I'm sure at this point your eyes are so open that barely happens. But even at your level, does that happen where in these freestyle scrambles and you're getting mixed and you need to block? Do you ever get lost to the point character from the opponent, like where they are, or is that just like required to always have that awareness at your level?
So for me, I wouldn't say that I get lost ever, like fairly, like that doesn't really happen to me much, but I mean, it can, like, if you're like panicking and you're not like, remembering exactly what's going on, staying calm, it's pretty easy to get lost in sauce. Like there were a lot of games I had at Frosty where like I'm playing good players. Like these guys are not noobs or anything, but like,
Right.
yeah, like something like this would just kill them. Like they will just get hit.
Right.
So like for me, because I played tag games forever, right? Like I played Marvel 3 and stuff like that. And the number one like thing I've learned over the years with games like this, it's like you can have good defense and good offense, whatever, but it doesn't mean anything if you're not more chill than your opponent. Like as the guy who's not losing their mind will always win. Like easy.
Gotcha.
And I feel like it's pretty apparent with like Bleed, right? Like I did so much crazy shit to him and vice versa, and like he did not care. He kept playing his game plan and he played really well.
You guys were playing crazy. It was clear you both were playing really fucking good. Okay, so here's what I'm curious about also. So you explained why Darius is like good for Ekko with his shoulder assists, controlling neutral, and also back assists, setting up strong blockstring pressure, and how to sandwich with them. But what about the inverse? Like, why is Ekko alone so good, and why is his assist so good? Because Ekko, obviously, he's kind of like a little bit of the discussion right now. Ekko is all over the place. It's a debate of Ekko and Yasuo, top 1 and top 2. And so, what is it about Ekko, before we even get into the super shenanigans, that makes him such a good support character and even a good point character on his own?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple, too. I think he pretty much... He has really good movement speed, right? They nerfed backwards movement speed, but still pretty good, right? Forward, really good. One of the big things a lot of people don't talk about that is just really, really obvious is like jumping. A lot of characters in this game struggle with. Like, it's kind of Street Fighter-esque, right? You jump and then what, right? For some characters, but not for Ekko, right? He has like jump time winder, he has jump helm breaker. Even with that, he can charge it, right? And leave a clone there, so then you have options to rewind. Because if you just do Helmbreaker, it leaves a clone for you to rewind to. So it's kind of like a Rekka move. So if you don't charge it, it leaves that like kind of white outline right there, right? It changes with the color, so it's a little weird. But if you do full charge it, see those like lines it leaves? Like it's like a highlighted clone.
Right.
So if you tap S2, you can cancel anything besides throw into S2 and go back to the clone. Yeah, and then same thing with like those moves, right? Like he has different follow-ups. So like if you just tap S2, you go back to the clone and you do this run, and you can cancel the run into whatever you want. Besides block.
So with his clone mechanic, if so he has like in the air the down S2, and then on the ground he has down S2, and I think he also has his like neutral S2, which also leaves a clone. So if you do the regular version of these, you don't get the flexible rewind. You just get like this attack version, right?
Yeah, you get like the two different Rekkas basically, yeah. So like you basically, if you do 5S2 and then hit 5S2 again, you get like that replay, which is just like, the same version of doing like 5S2 again, but it puts him in a juggle state. So it is kind of like a little bit of RPS where it's like, okay, I can do, and then if you were to hit a button, I can guess replay and then counter hit you get a combo, right? So there's a little bit of like,
like a Rekka, like a little Fei Long, like a classic Rekka. Like you don't know if you're going to extend the pressure or not, because that second hit is unsafe on block, right? If it's not covered by an assist.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, even the first hit is unsafe on block, but it's kind of so if we turn on, where is data? So right, if I just do that, like you can just block it. Right. So it's -5.
-5, right?
Yeah. So technically, you can like throw me or like hit jab, and I'm minus, right?
Right.
So, but the minigame becomes like, all right, now I'm over here, right? So the other option he has out of this move is down S2, and down S2 it's kind of like a launcher, like Rekka version of, or it's like a Rekka launcher version of this move, right? So, but the good thing is that it's safe on block. That was -13. This is like -2 or 3. It's -1. Okay, I'm wrong. So, the cool thing is there's two versions of it. So if we turn on, where is input? Input stream. So there's two versions of it. So you have the clone and you hit down S2, it goes toward you, right?
Right.
But then if I have the clone and I do down back S2, I'm over here. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize. I messed with this a little bit just to prep for this to be slightly aware of what he does. I didn't realize you had the down back S2 to just escape the situation. Does that still have a hitbox?
Yes, it does. So like, let's say that
Okay.
you wanna, so like just block.
Okay.
After the slice, just like run at me, right? So then if I wanna like, he has like some funny like hit confirm option selects you can do. So like, if I think you'll run at me, I can like, just like hit, because on hit you can only cancel the move on hit, right? So like,
I see. That makes sense. Yes.
so then that'll only come out on hit. Whereas like if you just run at me and block, yeah. So like you can just run at me and block. See, it didn't come out, right? So he has
Gotcha.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a little mini game to like make people want to like run at you. You can like call your assist, bait them, stuff like that. Like he can use that like rewind mechanic pretty well.
Okay.
And then on the
was
like,
gonna
go for it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, like on the flip side, right? I can just do right, and then like keep my turn going, right? Just like classic like Rekka mental stack.
Right. They're scared to check because you have so many options out of it. Gotcha. Okay. So, with all these different moves, the roll and the S2 and the down S2 in the air, they all have the charge variation, right? So each one of them can charge, and then that leaves you the fancy clone with the purple outlines, and then that one for all of these, if you neutral S2 out of it, that lets you do any action
Anything,
out of this.
Yep. So you can like even do like rewind, instant jump, rewind, instant button, rewind
Right.
like all whatever. You know, you can do stuff like that. You just can't block. That's the only thing you can cancel. Into.
Okay, so you might be like locked into a bit of a command dash for a little bit. Like you have to do something out of it.
Exactly. Yeah. So this
you
is really
can't block.
strong to like just jump, right? Because then you can block in the
Right.
air and stuff like that as well.
Cancel to yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes
So then
sense.
the other
Okay.
thing too, it also applies to this. So on the way down from this, you can't block while you're falling.
Okay.
But the cool thing is, Ekko has like a kind of air hop. So when you hop out of that command, like that teleport falling, you can block. So if I were to do rewind, air dash, I could block now.
Okay, so if I try to 2H you, you just block it.
Yeah. So I could just do this.
It's
So
early.
I can do it again. Yeah. And
I
then
see.
just for you know posterity's sake, right? You can just 2H me out of that. So
Gotcha. Interesting. So, okay, that explains a lot about the rewind because I wasn't certain why when he had options like that, right? Like I didn't really understand when this replay a move would take place or when you would actually get the more flexible rewinds because the difference between this and having the empty rewind is a world of difference.
yeah, it really opens up. And then like the crazy thing, right, is like when you charge this clone, you know, it does the same thing no matter what. When you like charge it or not, like it'll always like roll through them if you're close enough, and always leave that.
Right.
Like the only two moves that change are like the jump S2, right? Like he gets multiple hits on the Helmbreaker when he charges it,
Right.
and it pushes you back, right? And I become plus. Whereas this move, 5S2, this is like the moneymaker. Like you'll see Ekko players do this all the time.
Okay.
Because you block it and he rolls through. So it kind of blends the two moves together, right? The
Right.
big thing though is that it's -1, right? So technically this is like a bit of an RPS point because so just to start mashing after you block. Just
Gotcha.
mash stand jab after you block. Yeah. See, I get counter hit. I try to steal turn on -1.
Right.
So now do that again.
You whiff. Okay.
Yeah. So I can kind of block again and try it. So it's like a bit of a mini game. So see how I made your button go the wrong way and then I counter
Oh
hit
my
you,
god.
right? So it's a bit of So it's like I'm -1, but it's fake, right? Because I have
Right.
that clone behind me. So like same thing. Like if I want to do something funny, like you can just block again, right? Grab. I'm playing Darius, so I can like team specific like combos off throws, stuff like that,
Right.
right? So yeah, then again, you're just blending all the mechanics, right? Of like, all right, I'm using my mix-up tool, right? Now you're sandwiched.
Oh my god.
up.
I was trying to block.
Yeah, so it gets pretty crazy. It's like the reason I like this team is like, because like I've played so much and I understand like, you know, I can go into this win condition, whatever, right? Like I can hit you X amount of ways. It's very, for lack of a better term, very freeform and very freestyle, right? So it's like
Right.
I can play very loose and like very differently against each opponent, and I think that's kind of like why I do so well is like I I don't really like. I have like habits for sure, but like I don't play one matchup the exact same. You know, like play pretty loose, and I like look at what you're doing and play around it, and then no matter what, I know how to get to like my win condition from whatever point of like contact, right? So
Right.
if you're someone like that, this team is pretty fun and good for that.
Nice. Okay, so that helps me understand a lot more what's going on with these clones, so I can at least understand the better advantage states, right? When they get the charge ones, they get the way better rewind, and it makes sense when it's like the danger time, basically, versus this. Yeah, it's dangerous as well, but nowhere near as bad as when this is set up and you have the assist going, and who knows what's happening at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense. That actually explains a lot of what I was seeing in the tournament that I didn't fully understand yet. The other thing I see a lot of is, of course,
yes,
this baby here. This seems like maybe the best projectile in the game. I don't know, man. Can you give me a crash course on Time Winder here?
Yeah, so basically, it's a fireball, right? Very self-explanatory. Active as soon as it leaves its hand. But, so the way it works is, so if it travels a set minimum distance, see how it opens up? So
right,
even if it's not really how long it's been on the screen, it's just as long as it meets that minimum distance, it'll freeze you. So see there, you weren't in it. But if I hit you from like right here, maybe a little bit farther. Again there. There we go.
Okay.
You get put in a billion frames of hit stun, and I can just like, right, if this hits you, chilling. Oh, I see that. Cool.
So in a weird way, it has like both advantages of a fast fireball and a really unique advantage for a slow fireball, because when it's in the fast state up close, it's just like, a decent projectile, and it hits them, and like with assist, you can probably convert. It's just like a solid projectile. But then at further away, when it hits the slowdown state, it controls the screen and locks them down a little bit, because the risk is so bad that they just die, right?
Yeah, it's a very simple tool, but like very, very strong. And then same thing applies for the jumping fireball, right? This one, it's a bit cheaper because it opens up faster. So that happens, and it cuts off the screen because it's like you can be chilling. Very common scenario in like fighting game or in tag games. You're up backing, right? So, chilling. I'm like, he might run at me. I'm gonna up back fireball, call assist, bang.
Oh my god.
So it's like you kind of have to like play very, very carefully, especially around like jumping Ekko, because even if I don't want to do that, I could be up backing and then boom, Helmbreaker call assist, right?
Right. And
Stuff
then
like
on top of that, it's a tag game. So, like, do you do that? Like, you just up back Time Winder? Like, that's basically a way to get Ekko out, right? You, like, up back Time Winder, assist, tag out?
Yeah, exactly. So you can do something like this, see what's going on, make contact maybe, and then, like, play off that, right? See what's going on from there.
And that covers your assists, like, and gives you a full combo if they try to check your assist, really.
Exactly, yeah. And then if you can make contact, like, on block, it's very, very strong as well. Just because like it can make them scared because it cuts off part of the screen. Because the cool thing is, and the way I like to describe it to like people I coach and stuff like that, is when you have your assist on screen, you basically have this free pause the game button, and you get to do like bufferable actions. Is what I like to say is like when you tag, there's certain moves where you're always gonna like tag off of them because like they're really unsafe. Like they lose to like passive options, which is just like someone's not really looking at the screen; they're just doing things like. It's like breathing. Like someone will just jump and hit a button. Like they don't really have to think about that. They're gonna just do that, right? So like if you do fireball, you have all that recovery. So like just jump in like mid range right here. Like see how I could just die. Like you don't need to know what I'm gonna do to jump, right? Because you have such good jump options, right? So do it again. So because I froze the screen there, I saw you jump, and then have the time to like process it during that buffer time, and then instant punish, right? So you just like do it again, go from here, right? Oh, whoops, wrong. Over here, right? I saw you jump, boom, right.
So you're saying like these moves that are more committal, like the Time Winder, it is really strong, but it is still like a giant projectile in a fast moving game. Like you could potentially be jumping at me at that time and kill me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're saying when you're going to use that, you're also going to call assist behind it to have that assurance.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's pretty much just like you can be in this range, and like if you think about it and you break the screen into parts, right? It's like, okay, the only threat to me from this range is he throws fireball, I run into it, and I get hit, right? So counter is like, okay, I can either like dash block the fireball, but then he has assist, and then some crazy stuff happens, right? or I can jump. And like
Right.
both of those things are pretty strong. But then when you pair it with call assist, right, now we're getting into some territory that's like pretty
Right.
spooky. And a lot of that is like a lot of people will like look at that and be like, well, then how are you supposed to play the game? And the answer to something like that is it's a lot of patience. Like I don't think people, because a lot of people, tag games are kind of like a lost like form of media that haven't been around for a while. So a lot of people are getting used to playing them again, especially compared to like some traditional fighting games nowadays. But basically, like if you get me to do this, and let's say you're a bit farther, right? Like you're here, and I have the assumption if you get me to do this, you won a huge thing in neutral, right? Like you got my assist out, and now you can play around my assist and stuff like that.
And now your assist is rebuilding, and so then I can do something like this.
Exactly. Yeah, you can do it right back to me, right? So it's like
I noticed there's a big like war of attrition. Like the way you're winning neutral in a lot of these situations is for sure like covering yourself, like do something a bit more committal, and then covering yourself, and then having that ability to tag to keep yourself safe. But also like if that gambit fails, then you're playing a 2v1 suddenly. And the opponent who didn't burn their assists can do the same thing back to you with even less risk of the opponent doing something with assist coverage. So you want to make your gambits make contact or be able to tag back out to an advantage state is my understanding.
Yeah, because pretty much like
you want to have coverage almost anytime you go in, ideally.
Exactly. Yeah, because it's pretty much the way I describe it is like a lot of people will get mad at like, let's say even something as simple as this in neutral, right? If I whiff, normal fighting game player brain goes, okay, I punish, right? Like if we're here in this range and I whiff like here, you'd be looking to whiff punish me, right?
Sure.
But we're playing a tag game, so then I can do something like this, and then now I'm safe because you hit my assist, or
I didn't even realize that. I just didn't even hit you. Like your assist just body blocked you.
Yeah, right. Then it gets kind of spooky. So then we can do something like, right?
Oh no.
Right? So that's what I'm talking about, like freezing the screen. Yeah, this is like true dark arts. Yeah, this don't show this to Street Fighter player. Yeah.
No, that's not right, man.
Oh, I know. But yeah, so like that's where it goes. Like at the high level. It's like I whiffed, you punish, I freeze the screen, now I parried you, and you look stupid, right?
Oh
like,
my god, that was brutal. I heard the rumblings of people talking about tag parry, but to see it there first try and feel it firsthand, that felt awful.
Yeah, it's really bad. There's a lot of cool things about this game, but yeah, that's easily the worst thing about it. But yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. But yeah, I mean, like even the other thing too is it's kind of like let's say I make contact, right? Like because it's kind of hard to like, because if I do MH and I push you back, I get kind of nothing from there, right?
Right.
But let's say I do a hit confirm that is a block string that is everything, right? So if I just do dash up, if you got hit by that, it's just a combo, and I can just confirm it, right? But now, like I showed earlier, that goes into something like this, right?
I tried. I tried.
And now I'm mixing you up crazy, right? So it's like having little like set scenarios like that where you can just make a play with the little mental stack you can put is really, really strong. So that's another reason, right, where I like this team. So it's like stuff like this, just auto gives me a win condition, right? And now I'm just doing damage.
I want to break down that right there. So I know a little bit about the secrets of what's going on there, but I think that would be interesting to break down too, because it's a very unique mechanic, I think, to 2xKO. So obviously during that string, what you're doing is, I guess 2xKO players call it programming, right?
Yeah.
Where you started a special move with Darius, which I believe that was S2, and then as you tagged him out, you're actually still controlling him to a degree while piloting Ekko.
Yeah,
because there's extensions from S2. So yeah, can you break that down and like show a mess up that can be?
Yeah, so like you said, right? Hitting S2, right? It's this big slash forward S2, same thing. And they have follow-ups, they're records, right? So you can just hit S2 again, get that. You can forward S2, get this big pinwheel move, right? A lot of block stun in that. So if we put all that together, you can, like you said, like program moves after you've been tagged out. The way it works is you have to hit S2 or forward S2 to get the follow-up, right? So there's like an overlap of inputs that you have to like control with your point character while Darius is in the back doing his thing. So an example of that, like I showed, is something like this. So if you look at my inputs, yeah. So if you look at my inputs, right, on the right, I did forward S2, tagged, and so I can do it again. While he's in the Rekka window, or the time to do the Rekka, you can hit S2, forward S2, whatever, as Ekko, and get the follow-up, right? And they have really good synergy and makes it really easy because Ekko has a lot of moves on S2, right? So you can do you can do something like, right, bang, bang, and then I can hit down S2, right, and get the neutral follow-up, which is like the cleave, applies bleed, and stuff like that. A really easy one that I do is like, right, whatever. I can hit forward plus S2 and get the spin follow-up, and then like, right. So just try to block this. Try to block this.
Okay, let's go. Where am I? Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, it gets crazy, right? So then let's try again, right?
Okay.
So do something like, because this is just like whatever.
Oh,
right.
I was a frame
So
off. I saw it.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah, like it's crazy. There's a lot of like crazy stuff happening.
So
that's,
just
like,
to be very clear, like when you're doing the Darius, that forward S2, that's when he does the giant's axe spin overhead, where he's doing a bunch of hits, and that because you're tagged out, you're actually controlling Ekko. You get that extension to come out, but you're able to just hold forward S2 on Ekko that starts charging your roll to set up the sandwich and a cross up, and then actually programs Darius during that time to do the giant spin to keep them in block stun, keep them blocking, while then your point character can get behind them, and then you can start doing a freestyle mix.
Yes, exactly.
That is so messed up. I didn't realize, like, I was always wondering what the string was, because I saw you doing that setup, but I didn't realize it's so convenient that Ekko's forward S2 gives you this charge and roll and cross through and rewind, while Darius forward S2 does this giant windmill to keep them pinned down, and then you can just almost had it. I gotta get my timing down. That's crazy. It works so perfectly together.
And then Darius also has another move, right? Apprehend, and similarly, he has these he has these follow-ups, right, off of them. So the main ones are L, which is an overhead that gives you a combo. But remember, when you tag out, overheads and lows lose their overhead and low properties, right? So it'll just be a mid. And then he has this mid that pushes you back -2, but applies bleed, right? So he has certain things that he can do, such as this. So let's say I make contact, right? I can like puppet it still while I'm doing these things, right? So a really good example of it is something like this, right? So if I do like, let's just do, right? And now I put you in a mix-up string and you have bleed, right?
So you are during the assist. Sorry, let me rephrase that. While you started the Apprehend with Darius, you tagged out to Ekko, and then you're inputting the roll. But during that roll, you're able to use light, medium, or heavy because Ekko is not actionable during that roll. So those buttons won't come out on Ekko, but you're actually puppeting the follow-ups on the Darius Apprehend in the background to do one of the follow-ups to do different mixes.
Yes, exactly. So then, right, you can start getting funny things like this. So, right, let's just say you block.
Oh my
Boom,
god.
I cross you up. Right? You get to do stuff like that.
Ekko side swapped, but Darius does the hits, and suddenly Ekko rolled through, and it's a cross up because you have to block away from the point character.
Yeah, and so the cool thing is like stuff like this. So people would see something like that at like a higher level and be like, "Well, that's weak. I'm gonna mash parry, right?" But the thing is, like, if you're mashing parry, the cool thing about setups like this is that I can check you low, right? So like if let me give you a meter.
Is that what I'm missing? Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, give everybody a meter.
Yeah, I'll block and mash parry.
Yeah, so you can do, and you got auto checked, right? Because you saw the hook, you're like, I parry the hook, but I hit you low. So like, you can cover the gap.
Can you? I don't understand actually what happened there. So why didn't the parry work? It's because it's high-low.
Yeah, so this is a mid pair. So right, so I'm gonna do light, medium, and then just mash parry. Right, that's a mid parry. So now, if I go, so just mash mid parry again. Well, that was a
blockstring.
So, so there, my low didn't hit you, right? So when you mid parry, it parries highs and mids, but not lows. To parry low, you have to low parry, right?
Right.
Which is down plus parry. So if we do it again, oops, I forgot. So we'll lose string. Ooh, right, I hit you low on the timing that the mid should have hit you first, but I filled the gap with the low, so then your parry got blown up.
I see. So normally moves like Apprehend, because the parry's really good in this game, for good players, they're going to see this animation, and whether it's an assist or point character, they're going to see that, and that's their way out. React parry, either get a punish if it's point, or if it's assist, it causes the blowback. They get to take their turn neutral. But if you tag early to Ekko and then you go low while they're sitting there mashing mid parry, you just get a full combo punish on with a low.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those like
okay.
super layered things, right? So then like you play someone enough and they understand what's going on, like they just do nothing, right? It's like you hit the bell curve of like, I shouldn't parry here. I should parry here every time. Now I know too much. I should parry here, right?
Okay.
So yeah, it goes pretty much like all around in a circle.
I see. I'm at the level where if I ever parried Apprehend once, I'd be like, holy shit, I'm so smart. But then I guess at your level, if they try to parry Apprehend, you're like, holy shit, they're so dumb, and they
yeah, you just killed them for it. Yeah, exactly.
I see.
And I don't. The thing is, right? So like, it's kind of like it goes back to what I said earlier about like getting time to buffer things, right, off the tag. Like if I do this, like, so just don't do anything. Just look at the screen, right? So right, light, medium, assist. If you're looking at the screen when I tag, you see Apprehend coming out there, right? So your brain tells you parry because you saw it, and you're like, let me get out. So it's another one of those things where we go back to how we were talking about like the overhead, losing its overhead property, and you just have to block low and not stand up. You have to go against your better judgment of like, I shouldn't parry because because they have the threat to hit low, right? And yeah, so it's pretty, that's why this team has a lot of like little traps like that, where it's like the game's really fast, it's a really fast scenario, I'm reaction checking you, but I'm gonna punish you for having those reactions, right?
Right. Okay. That's gnarly. I didn't realize how dangerous the parry situation was. Like, I understand in practice you have to high parry and low parry, but I didn't get the implications for mix. Once people start parrying everything with gaps, then you actually start baiting people for doing mid parries, or maybe even low parries, maybe.
Yeah, exactly,
and you purposely go for other options to blow that up.
Yep.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's some good player shit.
Yeah, it's like super duper.
My level is just land random parry, be like, hell yes, I win. That's as deep as it gets right now. Okay, awesome. That's sick. Okay, I think there's a lot covered there, but what I'm curious about now, I think we got to get to the next level grind noon. I think we gotta break down not just this one, because I do want to understand this one, but this one. What is going on here?
Okay, so we covered the clone, right?
Right.
Full charge clone gives you that. This install super, you get a little timer right there, right? That little orb, and you notice I have a clone with me at all times, right? So this install super basically just gives you a clone, and wherever you are, or whenever you do an S2 move, it'll move the clone. So you can move the clone there, and you just pretty much have an instant rewind the whole time that it's active, right? And so each time you do hit that rewind, it does take like a chunk of it. So you potentially do have like 5 teleports if you use it at fastest timing, but practically you get about 3 every time, so it's really, really strong. So yeah, you and everyone else probably saw Frosty. There's a lot of, people getting hit into them holding some kind of clone Oki, right? Whether it's oops, I'm bad. It could be something as simple as like this. This is a little bit more advanced, but it's really strong win condition, right? And then now I get to just like do crazy shit all over you.
So just to be clear with the clone, So it just stalls for a few seconds, or like maybe 1 second after you activate it, and then it just follows literally any action you do, and then you
Yeah.
get the rewinds whenever.
Yeah, exactly. So you can also move it with like your S2 moves, right? So if you do forward plus S2, yeah. So same thing when you jump. Like if you jump and you hit S2, like you'll rewind, right? So you have to hit forwards so that way you don't get that rewind. And then same thing with roll. Yeah. So you do forward, you get it, and then right.
But it stalls your. So when you use the S2 moves, though, it kind of stalls your clone for a while. It actually adds more of a desync. I didn't realize that. So is that useful for like establishing mix-ups? So like if you just do a string, it lets you rewind easier. Is that the idea behind that like lagging clone when you do S2 specifically?
Yeah. So the way it works is like, see how it's right there. If I do a special move, it brings it back exactly to where I did that special move. So for example, right, if I move over here and my clone is over here, this isn't good for pressure because I'm back here, right? Whereas if I do something like this, right, my clone is over there. I move my clone forward, now he's on the ground, right? So when you do that S2 move, it moves the clone to where you did that special move. So
so it sets like a save state almost, you can consider it.
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
You have a natural clone that's lagging behind where you are, but if you want to set it up to be in a specific spot in a sequence, you use an S2 move in that sequence, and that plants the clone there for a second to be more controllable.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So then,
I didn't realize it reset like that. That was the confusing part. So I was like, I know it lags, but I didn't understand how it's being manipulated a bit more beyond that.
Yeah, you can just move it around, right? So like one way I really like using it is like, you probably saw me this in tournament. I'll do things like
what?
And then just yeah, exactly. Because it's like, right? Imagine I'm Ryu. I did a fireball, canceled my fireball, jumped, did an air dash, fireball again. Now I'm over here, right?
Oh my god!
Like imagine if it can get really crazy with how you move it around. That's why like I really like a character like this because it really rewards you for like how creative and like how like whatever you can like think of, right? Like the character is as good as you are, and that's the case for a lot of characters in this game, I think. But yeah, I mean, obviously not every character has you know, this to
I gotta say, not every character has that, you know. Actually, I've got to ask you before we get into. I do want to really break down the Oki situation. But you know, there's been a bit of a cold war between the Yasuos and the Echoes. You know, it's funny. You and Leffen have been battling it out on Twitter. This cold war, both talking mad shit about each other's characters. The Echo players hate Yasuos, and Yasuos hate Echoes. So, but after Frosty's, man, you know, there was more Echoes in top 8 than Yasuos. How we feeling? Who's number 1?
If I were to steal a page out of my good friend Leffen's book, I think the Echo players are just better at the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what he would say about Yasuo players, right? So, exactly.
Okay,
but no, so the actual opinion is like, I'm pretty like, I try to look at things as objectively as I can, especially with like games. So like, in this game, I think they are roughly the same strength and power level, but the way they're broken is in completely different ways. So like Ekko, his like post hit Oki and like his mix up options and getting into win condition is really good with everyone, right? So like he just is like, he's kind of, you can think of him like a Doctor Doom, but like good. Like he just works with everyone. He's a lot of characters' best partner. He has a lot of synergy with like the game's mechanics and stuff like that, right? He uses a lot of things very well. The thing with Yasuo is like, in my opinion, I think his neutral and the scenarios he forces with very certain team compositions with him is by far like just the best, right? So for example, right, like Yasuo Ekko is like a very talked about team and very common team. Like the win condition they get is like Yasuo assist just sandwiches them, right? So it's like so imagine, right, just block this for a sec. So like I have to do this, right, to get a sandwich. Right. Whereas Ekko Yasuo, I do button, slice, call Yasuo assist, and now you're sandwiched and I have to hold like 8 50-50s, right? So there's a very clear like discrepancy in like how quickly they get into that win condition and like you're forced to just take some shit.
Right.
And like Yasuo, I think his neutral is a lot stronger than Ekko and a lot more non-interactive. So like if you look at like Marvel 3, you look at a character like Zero or like Morgan or whatever, like those characters are just throwing fireballs at you and like running around the screen and not really interacting with you much, right?
Right.
He does a lot of that and can like change the pace very well. Like he's like 10 out of 10 on like mix-ups. His defense is good. His neutral is good. His block strings are good. Like he's just good at everything.
Right.
But despite that, Ekko has better Oki than him because of the rewind. You get really crazy. So
That's true.
they're just broken in very different ways. But then you put them
Okay.
together, it's like, you know, best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's like-
When's noon Ekko Yasuo? When's
Oh,
that coming?
it's been cooking up. It's been cooking up. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So it's coming soon. I've been practicing. So today it
I
might
would
be the
love
training
for
mode
you.
today.
I would love for you to practice what you preach, man. I love it when it all comes together. You know,
No,
hey,
it-
this character
yeah.
is fucking stupid and busted, and then ride that to a victory. I'm all
No,
for it.
that's the plan. That is exactly the
All
plan. Unless they nerf him, then we're just going back to what we know. But yeah, we're playing Yasuo.
Okay. In the meantime, yes, it's time. What I want to get into the nitty gritty. So,
Right.
what people saw at Frosty Frostings, you touched on a little bit earlier, was 10,000 different knockdowns. Where we saw lob into install into what the
Right.
fuck is going on. So, from square one, can we break down what's going on? You're getting that knockdown, and then what's the play here?
All right. So there's just like there's two things you got to know, right? So
Okay.
you can't do lob into S2 super, right? See, I was like stuck in recovery. Like you can try it
Sure.
yourself, like do down S1 and then mash S2 super, right? You're in all that recovery. So the way that you can get past that is right, restart in the corner. So let's say I hit you, right? I do my combo. Ekko combos usually end with jump S2. And you see how there's that clone there?
Yeah.
So remember earlier we mentioned if you have a clone, you can do moves canceled into other moves, right?
Right.
Into their S2 follow-ups. So basically what you can do is when you have a clone out, when you end that combo, you can Kara the recovery so you're carring the startup of your replay into
No
the
way.
super.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
trick.
that's what's going on. Yeah.
Oh, so wait. So if I just do down S2, then what am I? What do I do here out of
So
the
you would
down
do
S2?
you would do down S1 and then just input the super for S2 super. Yep.
It just does it. You don't even have
And
to.
it just does it. Nope. There's no like
There's no
crazy
execution
magic
here.
Nope. It's only the execution. So there is some execution in doing this where so there's timings
Wow.
where you throw the ball and you want to do it as soon as it leaves your hand so that way you can react to roll and get like a throw punish.
Okay.
And that's like the execution check of it. But yeah, so actually doing the super is not hard. It is getting the correct timing to do it.
Wow. When was this figured out? This because that seems so almost
Oh.
game breaking. The
Yeah,
fact that you get this knockdown with the clone lob to keep the meaty. Because I mean, just to go further back into it, the reason why you even want to after getting this combo with the clone leaving up there and doing the fireball, I'm assuming that's just to have more coverage. Like, can you actually break down that part? Like,
Yeah.
why do you want this fireball on top of the clone into the super?
Yeah, so the crazy thing is, it basically, so it times perfectly that I can react to your roll. So if I do this, I can see you do something on the screen freeze there and react and punish it. And the reason why this is there, right, this orb, is that, like, let's say you back roll or you tech in place, it auto meaties for me, right? So that layer one is like, okay, you have to block midi projectile, pretty good in every fighting game, right? So then I'm super duper plus, and then I get to do things like this, right? So you can just block from it. Right, and then I get to continue my string, I get a hit, I can rewind.
Oi.
Yeah, because he has all like
Okay.
he has like that whole timer to rewind, right?
So what happens if I mash into the projectile? Say you're fighting round one of pools. I'm a poor uninformed player here going up against Super Noon. I'm getting hit here. I'm like, this shit's fake. I'm gonna wake up mashing.
counter hit.
Okay, and you convert that and kill them.
Yeah, so like if you want to
Okay.
see what it looks like,
Yeah,
right,
let's
you can
take a look.
do-
This shit's fake. I'm out of here. I don't believe you. I'm mashing. Oh god.
And then this is the reward. Like if you were to you just want to see what happens.
Oh no.
Oh no, I died.
Yeah, okay. So incentive to block established. Okay.
Yeah, so block is the best option. Other best option is you can parry, right?
Okay.
So it is pretty hard to like get wake up parry in this game, deservedly so, because parry is like ridiculously broken. Whether it's like physical parry, you parry a physical attack, right? Or you
Mhm.
parry a projectile. It's really, really strong, right? Because I technically can't react to you parrying on the parry freeze. So like if you parry, hit a button. If I didn't expect you to hit a button, block or jump or whatever your option was, I have to preemptively like blow it up. Like I have to assume he's gonna parry. I'm gonna hit this button to stop the option he chooses after parry. So it's kind of like the inverse of like a fuzzy mash where like
Okay.
you're on defense and you hit the button in like the timing that you wouldn't be in block stun. As the offender, I'm hitting a button in the timing that you would parry, and then I punish you for trying to do something after you parry.
Okay.
So
So,
that's like the
if you predict that they're going to go for the parry option because, like, if you parry this projectile, just a demo, it doesn't do a screen freeze, right? Like,
yeah.
when you parry physical hits, it does a full screen freeze, and you get a full combo with all that blowback. But so this projectile meaty, if I make a parry, oh, interesting. It'll just immediately allow me to mash after. And
so-
you lose the block stun from the meaty projectile, and you're forced to go on the offensive.
Exactly, yeah. So like I would not be able to react to you doing that. So I have
Okay.
to assume that you're gonna do it and then dial in my next option to blow it up, right?
Okay, so for me on defense, then parry mash,
Mhm.
it's an option because that limits you from applying more advanced mix, maybe, but definitely run the risk of you just autopiloting your string and killing me.
Exactly, yeah. So
Okay.
unironically, one of the best scenarios or best options to choose in this scenario is block, right? You can parry block, very, very strong. Because the thing is, right? Let's just say that I think you're gonna parry.
Mhm.
So let's just imagine, right? You're waking up here, and so I'll just throw you mash parry, right? So imagine there's an orb there, you parry it, now we're kind of 50-50ing each other a little bit, right?
Mhm.
So instead, let's do this. All right, there's an orb here. Boom, I blew up your parry. Because I hit you low, right? From what we knew earlier, lows blow up your mid parry, and you have to mid parry projectiles. You can't low parry them.
You
So
have
then-
to mid parry projectiles.
Yes, you have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So if I try to low parry a projectile, you just get hit.
Yeah, I can show you.
Okay. So if you do that,
Yep.
let's see. Oh, I just got hit. Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you do the super Oki, what is this Oki called, by the way? What is her name for it? The install Oki.
I don't really think there's a name for it. It's just like I just call it 2S1 Oki, right? You just
Okay.
do that 2S1. Yeah.
So if you go for 2S1 Oki with the install super, if I have parry in the mind, it has to be mid parry. Low parry's off the table, which opens you up to going on offense for a low.
Yeah. So then the mind game becomes, right? This game has a frame 0 DP on wake up, get up attack. So if I throw you and you hold special,
Okay.
if you hold either one of the special buttons, you'll get that get up attack, right?
Right.
So I have to block that. So let's say I try to blow up your low, like I really want that juicy hit. I get hit, and now we go back to you're an advantage there. Technically, you're slightly plus at a range. So
Mhm.
then it's I lose that advantage for trying to read you, right? So
Okay.
there's that layer, but then it gets even more fucked up. So remember how I was mentioning like I can like fuzzy on my own offense.
Sure.
So do that get up attack for me again.
Okay.
So basically, I can just block your get up attack, and then get up attack is at the same frame timing every wake up. It will never change, right? So when you get to the layer of like someone like me, for example, like you can train to block get up attack and then hit a button on the same frame because it's parry and get up attack are the same frame, right? Because they're both like first frame.
I see.
And then press jab and blow you up for doing that. Right?
Okay, so that essentially, if you can block and fuzzy light at the perfect timing, you can block wake up attack, and you can still interrupt parry into button on defense, and so you cover both wake up parry into button, and you cover wake up get up attack.
Yeah. So it can
But
get
it's a very strict timing. Is it a strict timing?
Yeah, it is.
to do that?
It is very hard. Yeah. So like if people
Okay.
watch like me versus Bleed, you'll see a lot of like I think like one of the first Oki scenarios I did to him because a very common thing people will do is they'll parry Time Binder and jump, right? So this is like layer 1, haven't played him in tournament yet. I did like lob Oki into he's gonna parry. I go low to hit his jump input, right? He
Right.
did stand parry, low parry, and blew up my low, and then killed me, right?
Really?
So then
I didn't even notice that. This was in winners
Yeah.
finals.
yeah, I think it was like winners finals or something like that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was pretty insane. So then I was like, oh, okay, bet. So I was like, okay, if you want to gamble there, let's do it. So what I started doing was I would do lob, he parries it, and I just hit stand jab, and he got counter hit like 17 times in a row, right?
Okay,
Because he's
'cause-
trying to low parry, he's trying to mash, he's trying to jump, but I hit stand jab.
So
and it
he's
beats
doing
all-
mid parry, low parry, because that
Mhm.
beats your fuzzy light, which originally is meant to beat parry button and both parry button and get up attack. So that's like the
Yeah.
most option coverage for you is fuzzy light. And
Mhm,
so he
yeah.
uses stand parry, crouch parry to blow that up. And then you went back to just not delaying at all and just hitting him, essentially
Yep.
willing to tank the wake up get up attack, and then you just counter hit his low parry with the mid and get a full combo.
Yeah, so basically, you almost had it right. The only thing that's wrong is so basically I'm always fuzzying him. Like I'm waiting
Mhm.
on that timing and then hitting delay jab, right? So
Okay.
the layer I'm targeting is he parries this and then I hit stand jab after to blow
Okay.
up the layer after that, right? So yeah, that happened a lot. Like if you look
So
at the
you're still
games of,
you're
like-
still doing fuzzy light, which will still beat wake up attack, but basically you're guessing after the first parry in the projectile, he can then go low parry or mid parry actually. So
Yes,
you're
exactly,
basically
yeah.
playing a if you wake up parry the projectile, you can then do a 50-50 on low or mid, and you're engaging with that 50-50 with the low or mid yourself. And you're still trying to time your offense, so no matter what, wake up attack is just not even on the table if you do it correctly.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
50-50s on
some real nerd
50-50s.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is some real nerd shit. Yeah, so that's pretty much what was going on. So like, yeah, if you just watch us play like after that interaction, I was like, okay, I am not giving you the chance. And he never mid parry. He never did mid parry. He did mid parry into like option. So yeah, so that was what was going on
Interesting.
there. Yeah.
And just to rewind it, back to the basics. Tech rolling in this game.
Yeah.
Rolls are throwable. So like when you hit the ground, you can
Right.
either just get up in place and then block, or if you hold, there is a back roll, right?
Yeah, you just
Forward or back
you hold
roll.
forward or back. Yeah, forward or back.
Right. And the problem is those are punishable by throws. So why is tech roll not a good option for the Oki setup? Can you like set up the whole situation? I try to like roll out of it.
So what we can do is what I will do is we're gonna save state this.
Sure.
All right.
Let's do that.
So, right, so there, when you're getting up, you just look at yourself and you do roll or not roll, right?
Okay.
So then we go here. I can rewind CD that, right? And like meaty you if you're like trying to mash or jump, right?
Okay.
But if I do it correctly, I can rewind throw you, get a combo.
Okay. That wasn't a punish. Were you just late on that, or can that theoretically
Yeah,
be
so
a punish there?
yeah, I was just late on it just because like online training
Okay.
mode is a little weird, but
Sure.
yeah, so I mean that's part of the execution, right? Is that I land this correctly, right? Like I can miss my teleport, get throw. I
see.
can do like here where I land the
that was a
punish,
punish.
right?
And so what are you actually doing there to get the throw? So like
Yeah.
the knockdown happens and then the screen freeze happens with the super. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you actually see the animation of the roll starting up there. And so you see me forward roll, like a little sliver of the animation. You recognize that
Yeah.
visually. What are you doing there? Like what are you inputting? What's going on there?
So what's going on is, right, screen freeze, you roll. I cancel the recovery of you because you can cancel the recovery of the super into teleport, right, into rewind. So right, I do this, I'm mashing rewind, and you can cancel the like that little dash he does here. You can cancel it into like an option, right? So I'm doing rewind, throw, and then I'm canceling the
Okay.
rewind in So I'm canceling super into rewind, canceling the rewind into throw.
And
So it's just
what
like
if
one smooth motion.
what if I back roll into the corner? Does it have any
Mm-hmm.
potential for messing up what you're doing here?
Nope. You just see it.
Does it make it a little bit harder to see?
No. So pretty much it's pretty on me. We're like, see how I can see it? Boom.
Yeah.
Bang. Right. So
Okay.
the only execution in this is like you can either do the super too late or too early. So like, for example, if I reset it, I can do this too fast. See how I did it too fast? Can't see your thing.
Oh, okay. So you actually want to lob and slightly delay the super. The idea being you should be inputting the super right when they're starting to get up, so you freeze frame to get a visual cue on what option I chose. Neutral get up, back roll, or forward roll.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you're literally freezing time with your rewind super, seeing what I did. If it's a roll, it's an auto punish into a full combo, and if it's get up in place, then it's 50-50 city and not in the defender's favor, and they got to hold that.
So that's also something I wanted to touch on. Is it's not much of a 50-50 anymore.
Okay.
It's just like really, 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 really strong block pressure, because when you look at Ekko's, so the assumption here is that, so just like block on wake up here, the assumption here is that Ekko is solo when he does this, right? The only thing he can do to hit you here is throw or this overhead, right? And this overhead's 22 frames. So you can technically like mash on it, you can parry it. They really want you to parry it. That's why it's 22 frames. Or you can just hold up, right? So what it comes down to is like, how do you get mental stacks? So just block here. So like, right, this is a block string. Bang, I stuck in an overhead. See, you blocked it, right?
Yeah.
So now let's go to layer 2.
Okay. Oh no.
Right? So then this is when it gets crazy. But the thing is, you could like, this is kind of like anime defense where it's like, you see that like pause here where I do like jab, you do jab, and then someone could fuzzy jump, right? Exactly. So then they nerfed Ekko's offense where it's like, if I with throw, I can't replay it. So then you could see, oh, I got it, bang. So it's just really, 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 really insane strike throw. It is good, but like you can survive it. Like there's plenty of times where like Bleed blocked it out, I blocked it out, and we went back to neutral, and like one of us won immediately after blocking it out, right? But the thing that makes this really, 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 really broken is, let's say, let's do it again.
Okay.
Right? Let's just say I'm killing time for my assist to come back. So you block.
Oh.
And then now we're doing it. I killed time and got my assist back, and now you have to hold a real mix-up, right?
So like you mentioned before, the assumption is usually even to get into this situation, you probably burned assist to secure the hit and get the combo conversion to set up the lob Oki with the super install. So just locking them down and ensuring that they have to sit there and block while the assist recharges lets you then eventually get a true enough string into your assist to go back to doing the real freestyle mix-ups and 50-50s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of that.
Your turn.
Yeah, it is a lot of that. But so the thing where your mind should go, right, is like, okay, how do I use the game's defensive mechanics to bypass this, right? So like just try to push block me at some point. Right? So there, you actually did it. So there's timings where you can push block Ekko and move him away. And it moves the clone and me, and I'm back here, and I didn't get my block string. So then you could have like tagged and hit a button, you could have jumped, done something, right? But like, so let's say a very common area people will push block is on the orb, right? So push block me on the orb.
Okay.
Then you block. Right? So you did it actually really good there. You delayed your push block, and it pushed me away and negated my replay, right? So there's like the people, like I saw someone in chat saying like defense is really weak in this game. It's quite the opposite. Defense is stronger than offense most of the time in this game.
So
because
just to be clear, you were because I did the push block, you were trying to cancel your projectile into a rewind to keep the pressure going, but it kind of ate your timing of the input because of the screen freeze on that.
Yeah, pretty much. So
okay,
it's a little bit different where you were still in block stun, so you push block toward the end of your block stun, and I, on assumption, canceled the recovery into the teleport, and while I was mid teleport, you push blocked me away, so it negated my timing. So it's a bit of RPS.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
so based on the push block timing, you can just mess up your flow and make your teleports kind of ineffective. And then you lose the block string pressure, and I can strike back, tag out, whatever, try to move.
Yeah, exactly. So then, so remember how I did tag parry? You could do the exact same thing. You could push block, mash tag, because you can tag off of push block, and then see what I'm doing. If I try to like keep pressure, you see it, tag, parry, kill me, right?
That's
So
still
it's
crazy awareness to have.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's easier said than done for sure, but it's like
That's what
very,
people are
very, very
doing.
hard. Yeah, that's people are doing it at the high
Okay.
level. So
Gotcha.
yeah, so if people are wondering, like, man, this Ekko Oki is like inescapable, impossible. This dude Brian just did it twice on accident. Like, like you can do it. You just really need to understand what's going on. And yeah, I mean that's basically the whole mind game is like finding that push block timing, and then when you push block, you have to assume that you're gonna hit that timing. So you see push block, tag, buffer, freeze the screen, see what's going on, and then you do your thing, right?
But of course, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but the thing to remember is like I'm still an install, right? So like I can like kind of counterplay your push block a little bit if I like guess the timing right, or if I delay properly and then I react to your push block with tag. Because here's the thing, right? Let's do it again, but like just push block like the second normal you get hit by.
Sure.
Right, so we do it. You're gonna block orb. Right, so I delayed, or I did it too fast there. So let's try it again. So, we do this. Now I'm in. Right, because I read your push block.
Yeah, what exactly happened there? I push block in the second attack. What did you do to get back in? You just waited and delayed and then rewind, and you went back to the clone that was still in front of me from a second ago?
Yep. Literally that. Yeah. So like I waited, I was like, he's gonna push block here. I waited, I got pushed back, my Ekko did, but I still have this guy right here, right? And
right,
rewind,
so
bang,
point
bang,
Ekko got pushed back, but Ekko in the past was still point blank. So you can see the push block or guess the push block maybe, and then just rewind to negate it if your clone is still there, and just get back in and keep going.
Exactly. Yep.
Does that leave you at risk for if I did like push block in the button? Does that leave you at risk, or is it so airtight that you would win that interaction?
So that's part of the RPS. It's like if I properly read your push block and I get the good timing on it, I can just jail you, right? But there's also timings where like I can be slightly off and like you push block and mash tag, and I could be like a couple frames off of jailing you, and you push block, mash tag, see my jab coming out, and then tag parry, right?
Okay. So in that situation, a lot of people would opt for push block tag because of that slight screen freeze, just to get a read on the situation and tag. So like push block button would be less popular, I'm guessing, at high level than push block tag.
Yeah.
Okay. It's because it's just slightly less committal. You have that screen freeze, and you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing a lot of people forget is that you can down back and mash tag, right? So just push block me and then mash tag, right? Right? You can just down back and like mash tag. Yeah, like you don't have to like be holding neutral or something. So just do it again, and then I'll like run up and hit a button. Right? I do this. See, and then like I'm minus here, so like you could have like froze the screen, saw me whiff, and then like whiff punish me for free, right?
Right. Okay. Interesting. I never considered like you're kind of defensive OSing. Like you have coverage by blocking. You don't have to give up your block. Push block comes out, gets your assist on screen, and then you just swap to him and take advantage of whatever state is on the screen. Dude, tagging is cheap.
Active tag is it's very evil. It is a very, very evil mechanic.
Okay, well, I feel like I got a much better read on at least even just watching what's going on there, because seeing this on screen, and first of all, not knowing how you even got it, that's crazy that this just gives you this fast install when you have the clone out.
Yeah, you get the Kara super out.
But now I can understand why people are doing a lot of parry and to get hit. I was very confused why people were even attempting to parry. Like, what was the point if they're just going to get hit after? Or, I was trying to get a read on all that. But this definitely makes the 30 billion times it's happened in grand finals and winners finals a lot more understandable. I can go back and see the actual mind games. Like, hearing that you said that Bleed did mid parry to low parry on you in winners finals, that's insane. Totally missed that when I watched it.
Yeah. There's like a lot of it was really cool because it was like after I played it, a lot of people would assume you reset the bracket, you lose the major or whatever, you'd be mad. But like I was pretty happy. This is a fun set. But the thing that I heard the most online and offline is just like it was just a really fun set to watch, and it's like for me that's really cool because it's like the top 8 could have just been ass, right? It could have been like a billion Yasuos, a billion Echoes, and everyone's just doing like very, very like standard layer 1 broken thing. But like even without knowing what me and like Bleed were doing, for example, like it was still pretty crazy and dramatic. But now you can watch that and be like, whoa, these dudes are like really fighting each other. Like they know what's going on with like each option and then like targeting it, right? So the more you know makes it pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Okay, I think that's a lot of info to chew on. My eyes have been open for sure. Is there any last like super busted broken thing you want to show off with your team? I just the most grimiest mix, like is there anything you can think of just to show off, to leave the people chewing on something to think about?
Okay,
when we wrap this
I'll show you another install, because this is another common install Uki scenario.
Okay.
So let's say we're like right here. Let's put me in the corner. Okay, so right, you've seen the lob Uki install, but now there's a different option select that will beat forward roll, tech in place, and back roll, right? So let's just say, actually I need to put this like right here, just like right here. So just block holding back. Right, so that covered your back roll. So now wake up and then just try and block.
Got you.
Yeah, so don't roll, just block. Oops, I'm bad. Yeah, because I was doing this people all day and they didn't know what was going on. Yep.
What just happened? Wait.
So
that wasn't a high low. Right? Yeah, I was holding back. Yeah. That was not a high low. What happened there?
That was a left right. You got crossed up meaty by the orb. So what's going on, right? So you can just block. Just don't roll. Right? So I'm rolling behind you.
Right.
And instant TP cancel. So I'm rewinding my roll.
Chat, I'm blocking. I swear to God, I'm trying to block this. I'm holding back here on wake up, I swear.
Yeah, so I can choose like what side I want it to hit on, right? Because it's me or so yeah, so that's it looks pretty simple, but it's pretty good.
I mean, that's just pure I accidentally trying to not roll and wake up is the level I'm at.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
It's legitimately hard to just not even roll on accident.
Right? Bang. And then like I can so the layer 2 is like I can fake throw the ball because you want to parry there, right? Like you would, because parry you don't have to hold a direction. You could just like mash parry and get it. But then the layer 2 is like you still get left righted by my roll, right? And I bait your parry and I kill you for it, right? So now forward roll.
Wait, sorry, I missed the. Why would the parry not work there? I don't. I didn't quite follow that one.
What I'm doing is I'm canceling the animation early and no ball comes out, right?
Oh, so then I just whiff parry. So you avoid the meaty projectile entirely, and then I just whiff parry and die.
And then you die. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, and then the other thing too is so like just block standing for me. You can just block standing. So let's assume you hit the parry timing because it's also really hard, right? So just block standing for me. I can blow up your parry by just teleporting going low.
Sure, right.
And then, so that's like super duper layer 99, right? So then some people will think, well, why don't I just forward roll if back roll and neutral get up didn't work, right? So just forward roll for me.
Sure.
Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, do I not have... That's my button. I have to... Hold on, I have to map a button. Actually, I could do it. So, one of my buttons isn't mapped. My throw button isn't mapped, I think, for some reason, but it's okay. I can option select my roll into a throw, and then auto throw you and get a combo.
So wait.
So I can explain it.
Yeah, so you're doing that roll chase down, but that wasn't you actually inputting anything different from a normal offensive sequence. It's the same inputs, and if I happen to roll, you're getting that different outcome because it's an option select.
Yeah, so basically, roll only comes out on down, right? Down S2. So I can do down back S2, I can do down forward S2, whatever, right? So the thing is, when you have clone out, right? Because you have a clone, because I'm in the super, the only way you can get roll is down forward, right? So what's happening is I'm doing down forward, I'm doing replay into down forward S2, which is the roll. But because you're behind me, I'm getting down back S2, so I'm not getting a roll, and I'm inputting throw, and I'm just back throwing you into the corner.
Okay, so it avoids getting the roll entirely because of the side swap
Because of the
we
forward.
did.
Yeah. Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, because that's another really common scenario that happens where like this a lot of Ekko players don't do it, but like you can notice like your back is barely not in the corner, and then I can do something like this, right? Because then I can threaten the cross up, I can threaten the same side, I can option select it, right?
Wow.
And I just do all that with one swift input.
So those didn't say punish though. Is that a true? Can that
Oh,
be a
that's-
true punish, or
Yeah,
is that
that's
just?
I
it's
just, I just don't
difficult?
have my I just don't have my throw button mapped for
Got
whatever
you.
reason. It's
But like,
it's
if
a
done
yeah.
perfectly, it's just a
Oh,
legit
it's a punish.
punish. Wow. So basically, you're forced to kind of just guess left, right, and
Yeah, you're
low.
basically you're forced to hit the parry timing or you'll die, basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, because it's like when
Wow.
I was dealing with this mix-up, the best option is to parry and then choose an option. Basically, blocking here is like the worst option, right? Because of like the initial
Okay.
cross-up layer and stuff like that.
So
Yeah.
don't get baited by the early teleport to cancel the projectile.
Yeah, you
Meaty
have to
parry
really
on
look-
the projectile, and then choose an option like maybe block, push block, or low parry,
Mhm.
or jump something else and get
Exactly.
out
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
of there. AKA hold that shit and die.
Yep. That is how it's gonna go.
That is crazy. I cannot believe that hit me on the same side. I swear to God, I was blocking that. I swear. Okay, that was a lot of grime. Noon. I want to say thank you so much for hopping on. You have opened my eyes to how broken this is, and confirmed that Ekko is definitely the most broken character in the game over Yasuo. I think you proved your point here.
Yeah. If that's what you got from it, I'll
That's
take
the
it.
takeaway. Chat, please let Noon know how broken you think Ekko is, and please give him a big thank you. Dude, thanks for hopping on, man. That was all really eye-opening, and good
Yeah,
shit
dude.
at Frost. What's your next tournament?
I'm going to Genesis next week, but that one's more chill vibes. Like I'm probably gonna play Yasuo and bracket and maybe lose, but
Okay.
that's kind of just like practicing. But next major, I think for everyone is gonna be Evo Japan. So yeah, so we got some time. But yeah, that's the next huge one. I don't know what other tournament a lot of people are gonna go to, but yeah, I'll be at Genesis.
Awesome. And if you accidentally win with your brand new Yasuo, then
I'm
flip the-
talking
we can-
crazy shit.
yeah, we can flip the script again. You know, we can keep this door. We can keep flip flopping between broken Ekko, broken Yasuo. Whatever you win with last is going to be the most broken. So it's in your hands.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for
Sounds
hopping on, man. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir.
And best of luck in your tournaments, dude.
Yeah, thank you. See you later, brother.
Peace. Okay. Shout outs to Supernoon. Chat, please press some buttons for Supernoon. Please go ahead and drop him a follow if you have not. That was a super sick session. I actually learned a lot. Hearing about the parry mind game and how that actually operated on the Lob Oki is very eye-opening. And
always
if
liked
I knew
cheat.
more about that, I think I would have been losing my mind a little bit on the bleed Supernoon sets. So that was cool. That was all selfish for me to learn a bit more about 2xKO and Ekko. And I think that primer is kind of needed, both for myself as a someone to learn to appreciate the game, and for the general audiences, because that shit is crazy. So once again, please drop him a follow. This dude is goated. He played his ass off at Frosty Faustings, had an amazing set with Bleed. What's up, YouTube? You can drop him a follow as well if you want. Supernoon is great at explaining. He is. He's actually was really good at breaking all that down. I think that was a good conversation. That was a lot of fun. Here, I'm going to stop the recording on this on my side. Where's my mouse? My mouse is dying. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. Is 2xKO eating my mouse inputs right now? It's not happy. Okay, there we go. Love the segment. Supernoon speaks like a grandfather. He breaks things down very well, actually. You never know. You never know when you get a fighting game genius to hop on if they're going to be able to explain things clearly. Am I thinking of playing some 2xKO? I am a little bit. I feel a little overwhelmed after that whole session myself, to be honest, but I am indeed a little bit thinking about it. But more than anything, I just want to appreciate the game a bit more. I really actually did have a lot of fun watching Frosty Frosting, so I think that alone just helps. So that was good. I'm scared of playing 2xKO now. That's just the high level BS, man. Also, as you heard, a lot of it boils down to like reducing the mental stack and understanding things like blocking it out, reacting to the overhead, push blocking, and trying to tag out, and then just holding that, basically. Made JP's level 2 seem fair. Yeah, but to be fair, and 2xKO, you also have push block and parry, which actually does something against projectiles. And it's meant to be a different type of game. You can also do messed up things to your opponent as well. The skill ceiling in this game looks extremely high. Yes, I think 2xKO, I mean, it's a tag game. It's very degenerate, but, you know, those games are meant to be wild like that. Nobody below the top 50 is doing this consistently, so it shouldn't be something that scares you off. Right, low level in this game is ABC Launcher and degen strats, just like low level Street Fighter 6. So I would not be put off and scared of this game at mid to low level. Don't worry about it. This is honestly just trying to understand what's going on with the high skill ceiling. Take shit out of Sakakaki. Thanks for the big 8 months. Appreciate that. Eek streams for the 12 months. Appreciate that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I think that might make a pretty good YouTube video. I like that. Appreciate Noon hopping on to help out. Okay, you know what? I might just end the stream there because I'm actually hungry. And I hate eating on stream. So I think I might wrap it up here. That was a juicy content segment. I'm happy with that. And I can send you guys over to Super Noon. And I got some YouTube stuff I want to work on, to be honest. So, efficient stream. Had some good Street Fighter 6 games. Cool segment with Noon. That all going to be a vid later. Yeah, I do plan on trying to get this out for a vid. We'll see how much we can streamline it a little bit. It might just be kind of beefy like that, but for sure we're gonna make that a video. It'll be on the More Brian F channel. Heading out, guys. BrianF.shop. Let me show for myself. We got the Brian F spaghetti. The merch is open. Check it out. I'm gonna promote myself here. Custom mugs, trash talk merch, and all that. You want to support? And Twitch, I'm gonna send you over to Noon. Please, once again, give him a very big thank you for being the GOAT. Tell him good stuff at Frosty's. He cooked. And let him know that Ekko's broken. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Peace. Adios. Bye-bye. Goodbye.